Hey, welcome to the Affiliate Marketing Influencer Podcast, the Influencer Affiliate Marketing Podcast. My name is Stacia Kennedy, and welcome to this morning's show. We have Shweta. She is awesome, and she actually is a chatbot expert and an affiliate marketer. And we've actually known each other for a while now. We're in a lot of different groups, and I'm so excited. I asked her to come on because we've been narrowing down, and I'm so excited. She's been doing chatbots for a long time for business owners, entrepreneurs, but we're both affiliate marketers and have a passion to really explode our affiliate marketing game. So I'm going to ask her some questions because I know chatbots are still very new for people. It's one of the hot trends going on. Welcome to the show, Shweta.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm so excited to finally go live with you because, like you said, we've known each other for a while, but never really got the chance to, just go live together. And so I'm sure this is going to be fun.
Yes, it's going to be fun. So hashtag live if you're watching us live on Facebook. And if you have any questions, we'll check the chatbot later here. But Shweta, yeah, like I said, chatbots are fairly new, even though actually they've been around for a few years. Can we do a short little introduction? What are chatbots?
So chatbots or messenger bots are basically communicating with someone over Messenger, very similar to email. So you would communicate with someone over Messenger through your personal profile. So that's where you kind of, meet friends and stuff. But if you're doing that with your business page, that's where, you kind of need a tool, which is, for example, ManyChat. You connect that with your business page, and then you communicate with your audience over that. Very similar to email marketing, but over Messenger. And again, there's a tech play here. So, you can automate messages, you can have sequences, broadcasts, everything that you can do over email, you can do over Messenger. And of course, like email takes a while, low open rates, all of those things. Messenger helps with that also, since the platform is so new. People are still, trying to figure out how to use it. And even Facebook is trying to figure out what is the best way and where they're going with Messenger to help businesses and to make sure that businesses are also not spammy, so to help their audience as well. So they're still working through it because it's so new, but it's an amazing platform, and I'm sure like as they keep improving it and keep adding new features and updates, it's going to become even better for businesses.
Awesome. So how did you get into chatbots? I know I have a couple of mentors of mine. Like, what were you doing before you got started?
Yeah, so I actually moved to the US in 2015 for my second master's in sports management. Not related at all, but that's where my story begins. So I had a startup back in India. It was an e-commerce store. I was running that while doing my MBA. And I came to the US because I've been a tennis player all my life, and I was really into sports, and I used to play professionally, and I always thought like sports is my passion. That's what I'm going to do. So I came to the US and I got my degree, and then reality stuck, and like people didn't want to hire me. Like I don't fit into the sports atmosphere in the US because sports in India is so different from sports in the US. So it was a struggle to get a job. So then I started kind of looking into other things, and digital marketing was fun because I had some experience back in India with my own startup. So I started looking at jobs, started learning everything online. This is like 2016, and I'm just like married. I'm just married, and I'm unemployed, and I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? So that's when I started looking into digital marketing, learned everything I could online, got a job with a marketing agency. At the same time, I started offering services. So I started with Facebook ads because I knew them well. I had worked with them since 2013. But at the same time, chatbots were really new. This is like end of 2017. They were just there, they've been there for 6 months. So it was something really new. And it was tech plus marketing, which for me is like amazing because I'm a computer engineer. like I used to work as a computer engineer, and then I took to marketing. So both things I really like doing, and I found it really interesting that you in like now it's even more with different automation tools and platforms. But for me at that time it was something new, and I was really excited to learn more about it. And also like there was so little competition as compared to Facebook ads. Like if you're a chatbot expert, it's so much more easier to get clients and all that stuff, and there's less competition. And I started off offering chatbot services to coaches, consultants, online course creators, and I was like probably one of the few people doing that, right? So it was easy for me to really get started with my business that way, and that's the reason I took to chatbots. And so it's been about 2 years now that I've been doing Messenger.
Awesome. So, what is everyone might be thinking, oh my God, well, she's an engineer. She's really smart. Like, how?
Well, I think that's the wrong perception. Yeah, 90% people do engineering and then they decide what they want to do with their life. So probably like 9 out of the 10 Indians will be engineers.
So my question is, okay, so how hard is it to get into chatbots and learn it? Because you're an engineer, you must know how to code and all that stuff. So for the people who don't know how it works, how easy is it to get started?
It's actually easier than using your email platform. Trust me, it's not difficult at all. And especially like when you're just getting started and setting up your basics in the bot, even the more advanced stuff. I mean, if you're using a platform like ManyChat, it's really easy. Even if you want some complicated triggers and all, you just have to drag and drop. There's not much or not any coding to do unless you're actually developing customized bots for a business, right? So ManyChat is really easy to learn. Of course, most videos or stuff you watch on YouTube, it's more like the basics, right? You want your welcome message, greeting, those things, and you want sequences, you want your growth tools. Of course, there are more advanced things like triggers, rules, very similar to what you have in email automation. But it's really not a difficult platform to learn. And that's why I keep talking about ManyChat, because I've used Chatfuel, I've tried Mobile Monkey. They're just a little complicated, but ManyChat is very straightforward, very easy to learn. It's free to get started with, and ManyChat is working very closely with Facebook and keeping a track of everything, all the changes they're coming up with, so that they can update their platform.
That's awesome. Yeah, I actually got to meet the guys. I totally forgot. I should have wore the shirt today. I have their shirt. It's so awesome. ManyChat, awesome. It's so easy. Very, very easy. Drag and drop, like I said, like she said. And so tell us a little bit of the difference. Is email marketing dead? Or the difference between chatbot marketing and email marketing?
So first, the negatives about chatbot, right? So email marketing is not dead. It's not dying. And I keep saying this, that even if you're using a chatbot, the first thing you should do is ask your audience for their email address, so that you have that email address and you get them on your email. The second thing is, again, Messenger bots are a platform that's owned by Facebook. Very similar to having a Facebook group or having a Facebook business page, right? So if Facebook decides to do away with Messenger bot, you're going to lose the big list that you've built over time, right? So it's best to ask them for their email address right up front. And of course, for that, you might have to do some integration, but ManyChat has direct integrations for MailChimp and ConvertKit. They're coming up with a direct integration for ActiveCampaign. And if you don't have a direct integration, you can use Stacia to kind of connect your email platform with ManyChat. But of course, that's one thing. The other thing about communication is that a messenger works great in terms of communication when compared to email. And the reason for that is conversations over Messenger are less formal. You can have fun, you can interact with your audience, you can ask them questions, you can give them choices, which becomes easier for someone, to respond to. If you're just asking them a question and giving them 3 choices, they're much more likely to select a choice.
Right. Don't make us think. right?
Then to go and, reply to an email. So communication over Messenger is really fast, quick, and it also helps you kind of build a closer relationship with your audience. Of course, I know there are a lot of people out there who kind of use Messenger for spamming, or they just don't realize. But I think it's easy to unsubscribe from a bot. Like, you just have to, especially if you're using ManyChat, you just have to type stop or unsubscribe. A lot of people don't know it. Probably that's why they don't do it. But if you communicate with your audience and tell them, that if you don't want to hear from me, you can just just type stop and unsubscribe. If in spite of that, if people are still on your bot, that means they like you and they like your content and they trust you as a business owner and they want to follow you, right? So that's your really warm audience, and someone who's going to be easy to convert when you come up with an offer. So that's kind of the benefit of bots. If you use it right, you are building the right audience. So yeah, that's kind of the big difference between Messenger and email. Communication is big, but also, like I keep saying this, always ask for their email address, because you never know. I don't trust Facebook. You shouldn't either. So just ask for their email address.
Yeah, you might have, hey guys, this is exactly why you need to build a list, because that's the only thing you own. Like, you can do video, YouTube marketing, Facebook, but if there's a social media apocalypse, you still can own your list.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Awesome. So the next question I want to ask is, I always tell people always tell me, I think I need a funnel, which this is actually a different type of funnel. We are putting people through a process, a buyer's journey, when they go through your ManyChat bot. But I always tell them you still need traffic. You have some tips and ideas of how people can drive traffic to their ManyChat bot?
So again, traffic, depending on which grow tool you're using. So are you using a grow tool where you're linking your landing page with a bot, or are you creating a landing page right inside of the bot? Again, like, traffic methods remain the same, right? If you want to go the organic way, you have to be sure you're posting quality content, and then eventually you are driving them to a landing page, which can be a bot landing page, or your ClickFunnels landing page where you have a bot button. So very similar. The only difference, or the only other thing you can drive traffic to your bot is through Facebook ads, right? So there are three kinds of Facebook Messenger ads. One is the one you see in your newsfeed with the message button, which drives people directly to the chatbot. So when they click on the ad, instead of taking them to the landing page, it will take them to the chatbot. The second kind of ad is, if you ever scroll through your Messenger app on phone, you would probably see some sponsored messages showing up. That's the second kind of traffic. And again, that could lead to a landing page, or that could lead to a bot. But the third type of ads are only for chatbots or messenger bots, which basically called sponsored messages. So you can send ads or sponsored messages to people who've interacted with your bot before. So this is going to really help with the new updates that are coming to Facebook Messenger. One of the updates is, and this is, they haven't officially declared this, but lots of talks going on, and they're doing away with the broadcast API. So the thing is, they are probably going to do away with broadcast. So if you were doing a video every day or a blog post every day, and you're sharing that over Messenger as a broadcast, like as a newsletter of sorts, that is not going to be allowed, in the sense that you can only do that if that person has interacted with your bot in the last 24
hours.
So if I send you a message today, you don't read it, you don't open it, you don't click around. I send you a message tomorrow, after 24 hours, I cannot do that anymore. Now, I don't know how Facebook is going to keep track of that, but they're going to ban pages, or ManyChat is not going to let you send the message. I don't know how that's going to be. But if that comes into play, then sponsored messages are going to be helpful, because you can then run that message as an ad, as a sponsored message. So it opens up inside the chat, but it is a sponsored message, and it's going to cost around $25 for 1,000 messages. That's kind of the going rate now. But again, like if more people start using it, the cost might go up, right? So, but yeah, that's one way to kind of get in touch with people outside the 24-hour window. The other way is just like to make sure that they know if they don't interact with your bot, they're going to get unsubscribed. So if they know and if they're still interested, they're probably more likely to interact with your bot. And the third way is to get them inside the bot again through a different landing page or a grow to, right? So again, traffic, in terms of traffic, it's the same. You have to drive traffic, otherwise you're not going to be able to use your bot, right? Or grow your bot.
Yeah.
So again, traffic could be paid, Facebook ads, or you could drive organic traffic the same way you would drive traffic to a landing page through your blog, YouTube, Facebook group, social media, all of those things.
Or make sure that you're also setting up your sequences and everything. So once they're in there, they will keep continuing to get those messages. So let's talk about affiliate marketing. We are influencer affiliate marketers. Like, how can we use chatbots to sell more of other people's stuff?
I think the reason why bots would work great with an affiliate marketing influencer business is because, again, it's giving you a platform to kind of connect with your audience. And if you're an influencer, that's your biggest asset, right? Your audience. People who are following you and really trust you and like your content. So bots can really help with that. Again, the way you can use bots as an influencer is to provide a lot of value, even if you're an affiliate marketer. Just provide a lot of value upfront. And I think Rachel does it pretty well. I see her bots all the time. So provide value. You do a lot of interviews, ask people to join you for the interviews. And then eventually, once they're ready, once they're warm enough, that's when you can share your, affiliate offers, the platforms, the tools. And when you think about it, even though you're earning money as an affiliate from these platforms and tools, this is something that's going to be really helpful for your audience, right? So it's not like you're selling them a course which is like $1,000. You're actually inviting them to join you on a platform, for example, ClickFunnels. I mean, ClickFunnels has helped so many businesses grow from 0 to 6 figures, 7 figures. So of course, it's a platform that's going to help your audience. So your motive is to help them, and if that's what you bring in your conversation with the bots, that's what it's going to help you with. The other thing would be to really segment your audience. That you can do easily through bots by giving them options in the form of buttons and then tagging them, right? So for example, if you're an affiliate marketer who shares offers around platforms and tools and also offers around courses, right, or affiliate marketing, you could have two types of audiences. One who are business owners and are looking for the right tools and platforms, and others who are affiliate marketers and are looking for the right platform to become an affiliate marketer. So you could segment these audiences so that you can send only the right message to the right person. So if you're talking about, how to use ClickFunnels as a service provider, you would probably share that value with only people who are business owners rather than people who are affiliate marketers, because they don't really care how to use, about how to use ClickFunnels as a service provider. So being able to segment your audience the right way and sharing the right content with the right people is an important way that you can use bots. And also, when you compare it to email, it's easier to do that over bots because it's just a click of a button. You're not asking someone to respond or go here and take a survey, those kind of things. It's just really easy. So really easy and really important, especially over bots, because if you're sending someone messages every day about something they're not interested in, that's it. They're going to unsubscribe, right? So it's easy to kind of segment them and just do it that way.
Exactly. Like, you don't have to send them to another page to fill out all these forms and surveys. You can survey them right inside the chatbot. You can quiz them. I don't know if you have seen that opportunity. That's actually really a fun way to gamify chatbots, is to give them like quiz options and questions and really get to know your clients and customers. And some of the things let's mention a couple of things that you can do to make them more fun, like maybe adding some GIFs. I like adding GIFs and videos. And what are you thinking?
I always talk about adding a personality to your bot.
Yeah.
And
I call mine the Aloha bot. So it's like.
Wow. Yeah. So mine is called Growy.
Oh, Growy. I like that.
Yeah. So the reason for that is, one, to make it fun, of course. You know, you can decide what personality you want to give to your bot. It could be someone who's like you, or it could be someone who's completely different. And the second thing is, if you're having a personality for your bot, it kind of makes sure that people know it's a bot. Yeah. So they know it's a bot in their head, so they know they're not interacting with an actual human. So they don't get pissed off, right? Yeah. Because I know a lot of people get
I'm like, off. Sorry, it was my bot. Yeah.
Because I thought I was talking to you, but I didn't know it was like automated messages, right? So that just makes sure that they know it's a bot, which is really important, because then you're not pissing them off, right?
Right, exactly. That's my bot assistant. So, yeah. Awesome. So, one of the really cool things recently that I did was I did like a really quick little mini course where I actually provided it all inside of the chatbot. And then I introduced them to an affiliate program, the DCC. So, which is the Daily Commissions Club, sorry. Since not everyone knows, Shweta and I are also in the Daily Commissions Club. What other ideas or tips and tools? You have a course. Let's talk about that. You have a course all about chatbots for affiliate marketers. Can you tell us more about that?
So I actually had a general bots course, and then when I got into affiliate marketing and I spoke to a lot of affiliate marketers, I realized that chatbots are kind of a thing that people want to use, they just don't know how to use it. So that's when I came up with it's called Affiliate Marketing Bots. It's a course around how to use bots with affiliate marketing, right? So everything from the basics to the more advanced stuff about creating a funnel in bots and all of those things, right? So it already has 21 videos that are filmed in the course, and then I keep adding new stuff because, again, Messenger is a fluid platform, especially now. It's so new, so it's continuously changing. So I keep adding updates. I keep, if I come across some idea that someone's implemented and I really like it, I do my research and create a video around it and share it with my course students. So it is a bots course around affiliate marketing, and I think it's the only one in market right now around affiliate marketing. So that's good. But yeah, it's a really good course. I've got some great feedback from everyone who's gone through it. So yeah, if you're an affiliate marketer and if you want to learn how to use chatbots, this is probably the course for you. And also, like I was saying before, that Messenger is changing. Come July, they're adding a lot of new updates. So the course right now is what it is. It's $97. But come June end, I'm gonna shut it off because I'm gonna do create videos around the new changes that are coming up and relaunch it in July at $297, because again, I've heard so many good things about the course. A lot of people telling me that it's not as high, of a price as it should be. So I figured I'll just take in people right now at $97 and then relaunch at $297.
Awesome.
So if you want in, this is the best time.
Yeah, this is the best time. I've invested a lot more, probably about 3 times more in my bot training. So this is really good. And that's the whole reason why I put Shweta on here, because I know, in particular, I know that I don't promote stuff that I don't know about. And I know Shweta knows her stuff. So I put the link below. It's staciakennedy.com/ambots. Affiliate marketing bots, and you'll be able to get access now. So this is lifetime. Like, this is one time we get in before you raise the prices and add all the new stuff, right?
Yep.
Do you have example, like you can actually share, like we have shared funnels. Do you have shared chatbots that you can send people as well to duplicate and things like that in this course.
Yes. So there are a couple of templates, but I'm adding more because the template I'm working on right now is actually a sequence to become an affiliate for my bot course. So they can just share this mini course that, like you were talking about, it's a mini course over bot, and they can share that, and then eventually it goes and sells this course to them. Again, it's a 50% commission on the course, so it's like $48 plus. Again, once I relaunch at a higher price, the commission is going to be more. So the template is, they just have to like click and download it into their account, and then they can use it for their business.
Awesome.
So one thing that I wanted to mention here, like you mentioned, you did a mini course over bots. That's actually how I had beta launched my course back, like 1 year back, exactly 1 year back. I did not want to pay for anything because I didn't know if this idea was going to fly. So I created a mini course over the bot, and I created the landing page in the bot. So I did not use ClickFunnels or anything. It was just free ManyChat account.
Awesome.
I created the landing page. I created a sequence. I drove traffic from my Facebook group and some traffic from my email. And then I had like around 100 people go through the course. And I got like 10 people join the beta without like putting in any money. So that's another thing you can use bots for. If you have an idea about a lead magnet or a no-cost product, you can just do a beta right through the bot. You don't need to spend money on any tools or anything.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, Chatbots is free. I mean, obviously, if you're going to do, more of the, fancier, technical things that we just talked about, like, zapping them into your, or doing like full, like there's other fancier features. It's only $10 to get started for the first 500 for ManyChat. I don't know about the other ones, but that's so cheap. Like, I don't know how to, I don't want to say cheap, but it's cheap. It's like nothing compared to like
other email platforms and stuff. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah. So there's no excuses to get started. No excuses. You don't have like 14-day trial. You don't have 30-day trial. Like, you can start off for free, and really it's very easy, drag and drop. And you want to make them short messages, not like you would write in an email, which makes it even better because we have an attention span of a goldfish, like less than 7 seconds. So this is perfect. Thanks so much. Do you have any other tips or tricks or things that you'd like to share before I let you go?
Again, like you said, be very interactive with your audience over the bot. The best way to do this is ask them questions. That's helping you get to know them better, and that's helping your audience because they don't have to think too much. You're not giving them an open-ended question where they're like, I don't know, I don't want to answer this. You're asking them a question and giving them options, so it's easier for them to think and select the option. And that way they're also interacting with your bot. Once they've put in their time to interact with your bot, they're more likely to stick through and go through your, whatever value you share and whatever offers you come up with. So always be very interactive with your bot every time you're sending a message, whether that's sequence, broadcast, whatever it is. Make sure the first thing is a question that goes out. And then eventually, based on their response, that's when you kind of share your video, your offer, whatever. If they say, no, I'm not interested, just say, okay, I got you. I won't, like, whatever. I'll talk to you later, whatever, just like a fun way to say, okay, got it. I won't bother you kind of thing. So they know that you're not trying to be spammy, and you kind of respect the fact that they're not interested in this particular offer.
Awesome.
So that will help a lot. Yeah.
Good. Thanks so much. I got so much from this interview. Hope you guys got a lot from this interview as well. And if you want to learn more, you can go to staciakennedy.com/ambots. The link will be in the description, and all of Shweta's links as well too for her social media if you want to ask more questions. Thanks again for being here, Shweta, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Yep.
Much love and aloha. Bye.